He was always happy. So we had no signs whatsoever. So we were in shock. We're still in shock.
The face of a little boy with parents who loved him. Carlos and Tony Ramirez never imagined burying their son. They couldn't fathom suicide. Last month, Jean Ramirez took his own life. He was part of the Tampa Bay Rays organization as a bullpen catcher. His parents want Jean's story to help others ask for help. But where do you actually get help? Car crash, heart attack, fire, you know who to call. You call 911. But if you are having a mental crisis, who would you actually call? Our Liz Crawford is here with answers.
Yeah, I mean, that answer just isn't so simple. And that's why a new number, 988, will go live later this year. 988 will become America's new suicide prevention lifeline. And the state of Florida is up against it to be ready for launch day on July 16th. We hear about people like Matt Krause far too often.
He just had the great personality, a people person. People love to be around him, a great smile. Just one of those guys that you would never suspect anything.
It's been 11 years since.
Woken up by a phone call at 2 in the morning from my mom, just hysterically crying.
Brent Krause's brother.
It's
his only sibling was gone.
Great sadness, especially from my parents' point of view, to lose their son in that fashion.
While in culinary school in New York City, Matt had taken his own life. He was 25.
Hi, this is 211.
Suicide is the second leading cause of death for people aged 10 to 34 and 10th overall in the U.S.
Okay, and how may I help you?
Operators at the Crisis Center of Tampa Bay take calls from people 24/7 who are considering taking their own lives.
And for many, they tell us, this was my last-ditch effort.
I'm so sorry to hear that. And you said you were going to counseling, right?
We only heard one side of this conversation.
I'm just trying to make sure that he's safe. Has he ever, attempted against his life, or is he currently thinking of doing so? Do you know if he's got a plan?
It lasted 45 minutes.
And those calls are not easy calls.
But they are necessary. And now more help is on the way. 988 will launch in July, a universal, easy-to-remember number for someone on the verge of crisis.
We recognize that by moving from a 10-digit to a 3-digit number, there's going to be better access for individuals, which also means more people are going to be able to reach out for help and support.
But are we ready? In Florida, the state is using grant money to pay for projected infrastructure needs and added call volume. Fortunately, they already have phone lines in place thanks to the existing suicide prevention lifeline. 1-800-273-TALK will still remain operational once 988 launches.
If all of our lines are full, that call automatically gets routed to the next available, whether that's in Tampa or it's in San Diego.
With more calls expected, it's not clear if Floridians will foot the 988 bill once it's up and running. But when it is, more people will be needed to take calls 24/7. The Crisis Center of Tampa Bay says it will be ready come July.
It takes a lot of training for these individuals. These are not volunteers. These are professionally trained staff.
Because talking with a stranger can save your life.
Thank you for trusting me with your story and, trusting me with helping you.
If you just pick up the phone.
People have to want to be helped.
Something Brent wishes his brother Matt had done.
Reaching out to people that you care about or love is key. Even if they aren't showing signs, you never know. Like we didn't know.
July 16th, mark your calendar, 988 will go live. Now the next step, of course, is getting the word out. Stories like this help a little bit, but awareness has to be there, and marketing in Florida hasn't even started yet. A member of the marketing team told me the public won't even see messaging until June.
Another key impact. Experts hope this new line will reduce the number of mental health calls that go through 911. Let's take a deeper dive into how 911 became what it is today. The emergency line was launched in 1968. Nowadays, 80% of the calls come from cell phones. Efforts are underway to make texting 911 more widely available. The majority of Florida counties, including all in the Tampa Bay area, accept 911 text messages.